Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Hot Budget for the World, and this is a collaboration with them and Goldfinger, and it was brewed at Goldfinger, and I'll talk about them more in a second. It's Tuesday, and what I try to do on Tuesdays is test my palate, do something that's a little outside my norm, or something that maybe has some ingredients I'm not familiar with, something, etc., mystery beer, whatever. Something that just seems to kind of, make me push beyond. And this one definitely sounds like it should do that. It is, like I said, it's brewed at Goldfinger. It's a dry hopped lager, and I don't drink a ton of lagers, but this one, so like that was, I thought, interesting enough for a Tuesday. But the hops, Astra, which I don't know if I know what that hop is, but then Vic's Secret Mosaic, which I definitely know, and I just think it's kind of interesting. I know them more from the IPA family to see what they do in this dry hop lager. And it does it have ABV? 6.1% ABV. It was brewed, or was canned, I should say, 5 weeks ago. And it says Golden Hop at the bottom, which makes sense. Goldfinger, and Hop Butcher, and und Hopfen. According to a quick Google search, means and hop or and hops. So appropriate sounding name. I don't typically look stuff up, but because I'm familiar with the band Goldfinger, I looked it up it's a different font. I didn't think they were related, but looked it up. They're not, but interesting story. So the person who opened the brewery has lineage going back to Poland, hence the Polish, and to Krakow, and has an ancestor who opened a brewery there. So it's kind of, whose last name was Goldfinger. So it's kind of an homage, and not homage, but like just the legacy, the respect to what came before. So that's really rad. I got to spend some time in Krakow. Really cool city. I had seen, I toured Auschwitz that day. So when my buddies and I got back to Krakow, we're pretty bummed out, obviously. So we need to do something like super fun. And we had heard that they had this dragon myth, that there was like a dragon who lived there. They had a statue. So we found the statue finally that evening after a couple of beers. And, we went to get our picture with it. We climbed up on it, which probably wasn't cool to do in hindsight. But anyway, our friend stayed down to take a picture, and right as they were taking the picture, the dragon breathed fire. We didn't realize it was going to do that, so we had a pretty good scare, but it's my big Krakow story. Anyway, for the people who hate when I'm long-winded, here's a beer review. Well, it definitely has a clearer color to it, so I was kind of expecting a Pilsnery color, so, in a dirty glass. Yeah, so it's definitely hazier than I thought it was going to be. It looks, of course, yeah, this day and age you say hazy. I mean like unfiltered. Like it looks more unfiltered than I thought it would be. A lot of head. Geez, that's awesome. 3 fingers, off-white. There's small bubbles. Some of them breaking up into medium-sized bubbles. But yeah, so other than being a little less filtered than I thought it was going to be, the color is that beautiful sunshiny thing. It looks beautiful. Let's get into the aroma. So you get, there's a citrus note. I'm trying, was me trying to figure out, is it lemon or orange? It's not grapefruit or lime, so it's definitely somewhere between orange and lemon. I'm not quite falling on one side or the other more yet. There's a little bit of that fermented smell like I get in kombucha. So it has a little bit of that lagering thing, which is the best descriptor I can use. Soft, grassy, but it's interesting because I'm thinking lemon and I'm thinking grassy, but it doesn't remind me of like lemongrass tea, so that's kind of a weird distinction. Has a relatively bright smell. It's a little pineapple in white wine. It's funny, doing these beer reviews and kind of pushing myself to really explain what I'm tasting, or this time smelling. But there's West Coast IPA, pineapple-y. And then there's like, and this has Vic's Secret, which is, in my opinion, similar to Galaxy. Then there's like that new school hop pineapple juice thing. And then there's this where I've had white wines, especially like an iced white wine that has pineapple notes. It's definitely more like that, which I think is playing with that lemony note and making me think that white wine more than anything. I like the smell quite a bit. Let's get to the taste. Cheers. It has a good mix of, there's some sweetness, but then it dries out. Not that I don't think that, I don't think if the sweetness was maintained that I would think, oh, this is overly sweet. But that dryness is nice. Does invite you in for another sip. It's funny, you get these like new school hops in an older school way. And I don't know what I was thinking or expecting. I guess maybe I was thinking too much for the Vic's Secret. And what was it? The one Astra, which I don't know, and then the Mosaic. I was thinking, especially getting that pineapple thing in the aroma, I was going to get more in the taste. Has a little bit of fermented taste. It's pretty darn crisp. But like I said, there is that sweetness up front that dries out. Little crackery for the malt. It's not dough, yeah, it's more like cooked, so it's like a crackery taste, not like a raw dough or something. And it really does, it just keeps inviting me in for another sip. It's very unripened pineapple. And I've been looking for it, so maybe it's in my head, but I do get some very unripened pineapple. I'm not getting berry like I typically get with Mosaic, but it's been a while. I almost need to like purge that from my thought process because it's been a while, very inconsistent, I guess I should say, where Mosaic has kicked out a lot of berry to me like it used to. But I'm not getting that here, so chalk it up to another one where I'm not getting a berry note. I'll do one more sip. There's stuff going on. It's pleasant. It's easy drinking. I'm surprised. Here's another thing. 6.1. I would have guessed 4.5. I was doing this blind, so it definitely hides that alcohol for the style well. It is a little lemony. Yeah, the taste is a little easier than the nose for me to say. It skews more lemon than orange, but there is some orange, and especially like in a zesty way. Yeah, I like this beer. I'm curious. I know the guys at NerdSense reviewed it already, but they haven't posted it yet. I don't know. I'm posting this tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll see their review before I post this. Well, I definitely won't before I end recording this. But yeah, I'm curious what the other guys who got this think about it. They know this style better than I do. But and check out NerdSense. Anytime I can throw them a mention. Anyway, thanks again, Butcher, for sending it, and cool collaboration. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and on Tapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews from both those places, for both those places. First beer of the day. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.